5 mistakes every After Effects beginner makes and how to avoid them. Number 5, not manually saving. In the top left, if you go to Edit, Preferences, and then Autosave, you can change how often your project autosaves, which I recommend having at around 5 minutes. But aside from this, you want to get in the habit of manually saving every few minutes. You can do this by hitting Ctrl S on your keyboard, or Command S if you're on Mac. After Effects is quite notorious for crashing a lot, so unless you have a NASA supercomputer, remember to constantly save. That way when After Effects does inevitably crash, you won't have lost any progress. Number 4, not using markers. Markers are really helpful for audio and clip synchronization, as well as for marking where effects and keyframes go and adding comments. You can add markers by clicking the asterisk button on the numpad, or by clicking this button on the right. When you right click on a marker or do Alt asterisk, you'll have the option to change the color of the marker and add some notes. So basically, make sure you're always using markers as they're very helpful. Number 3, being unorganized. You should always use folders, rename layers, use markers, and keep unused layers collapsed. This will help keep your workspace organized and make sure you have a clear idea on where you're actually going with your edit. So for example, right here I got this cool cat video. Let's add a marker just to be really organized. Beginning of cool cat video. Awesome. Let's click OK. Now you see all this stuff right here, I'm not using it. Boom. Right here. This is the name of my layer, I don't really get it. So right click on it, rename, cool cats. Let's go. Let's go to our project. You see all this mumbo jumbo right here? You see this button? Click, create new folder. Now let's rename it cool cat. Actually, let's rename it awesome cats. And now we can drag some stuff into there containing all our awesome cats. Number 2, editing in full quality. Editing in full quality will make After Effects run way slower, especially as you get further into your edit and start using more effects and layers and stuff. So you should always edit in a quarter quality and then switch to full quality every here and there, just to make sure your edit's looking crispy and clean. And just to prove my point, you can see I'm in full quality right now. If we go to render time 345 milliseconds, which is pretty bad. And you can tell it's pretty bad because it's orange and because the number is kind of high. The closer it is to red and the higher the number it is, the worse the render time is. Now let's switch to quarter. Number 1, not learning shortcut keys. Shortcut keys will help you a ton with how fast you get your edit done, and not learning them will make you spend way more time on something that could have been done with way less time. For example, I got my cool cat video right here. I can do some of that. You know, I can zoom in on a timeline, zoom out. I can open up the scale, opacity, position, all without having to go down to this drop down menu. Then I can quickly make a mask, move it around a little. Then I can open up the mask and delete it. Then I can add a solid, boom. Then I can quickly get rid of the solid like that. Add an adjustment layer, and I think you get the point. So I'll have a link in the description to a website that has all these shortcut keys, and next time you're in After Effects and every time after that, just try applying a few of them. Super quick bonus, not allocating enough of your RAM or CPU towards After Effects. If you know nothing about RAM or CPU or any of that computer stuff, then all you need to know is that the more of it is going towards After Effects, the faster After Effects will be. So if we go to Edit, Preferences, and then Memory and Performance, we'll have this stuff pop up right here. And what you want to make sure of is that most of your RAM and CPU is going towards After Effects. This will greatly help with performance and rendering, and will just all around make everything run smoother and faster.